So we're talking about publicity, and I know that there was a case that you worked on in another state where a bounty hunter showed up and drew a lot of publicity to themselves, and it backfired on them.
Yeah, that was Dog, the bounty hunter, Dwayne Chapman. It was in Oregon, small town in Oregon, and a young girl, underage girl, 14 or 15, had an infatuation with the coach, the softball coach, and he worked the girl, and they wound up running away together. And somehow they got Dog involved from Hawaii. He came over here, and when he made his landing, he made a big deal out of it, had a crew there and had the news there, and so he comes off and makes some comments to the local news about, we came in to take care of this in a small town. Police don't know what to do in cases like this, and kind of made it all about him. Well, because of that, the next day, where he was investigating at the softball field, came a guy in a suit and a tie and came up to him literally while he was on camera and asked him, said, "Mr. Chapman," he said, "do you have a fugitive recovery license in the state of Oregon?" And Chapman says, "No." He said, "Do you have a private investigator's license in the state of Oregon?" He was very matter of fact. And Chapman goes, "No." And he said, "Well, if you're not," basically, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said, "if you're not back on that plane and leave here by tomorrow morning, you're going to be in jail." So, so he left pretty quickly, and a TV station, evidently it was following the story, contacted me, asked if we would do the case, and Alan and I go out there and meet with everybody. And of course, the day that we go to the softball field to do our investigation, and we're wired with sound because the same TV station was there and brought us up. We're wired with sound and expecting this guy is going to come. And the guy came, just walked up to me and said, "Mr. Clark," went through the same scenario. "Do you have the fugitive recovery license?" I said, "No." He said, "Do you have a private detective license?" I said, "No." However, both Alan and I were carrying the reciprocity agreement between, I'm not sure if it was the governor or the attorney general that signs them, but it's a reciprocity. And just as he started to say, "Well, if you're not out of here," I said, and my partner pulled these papers out of our vests and said, "However, we're licensed in the state of California, and the only state that Oregon has reciprocity with is the state of California. So my license is, in fact, good in this state, just like it is California. And we plan on working with the authorities here. We will share information. We're not here to, call anybody out." So in that case, Publicity really turned around and bit him in the ass. That's about timing, what you're doing and for God's sakes, if you're going to go for publicity, make sure you have a license in the state that you're going to.